Scorpio, how you doing, guys? So I'm feeling a lot of hostile energy around people at the moment. Hostile, maybe someone that lives in a bed and breakfast or a hostel, okay, which basically means like a YMCA. So anybody begins with W or M, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, or MC, CC, Mexico, MC Hammer. Something religion or something like that. Mark religion, losing my religion. REM, Virgo, life path 9 energies here also. But like held hostage, or I don't know. I'm picking up like an 8 of swords maybe. So around a Leo and Aquarian, and I just feel like I'm held hostage. Okay, so I hope nobody's held hostage here. But hostile energy, like I'm feeling it around a lot of the readings. I just come from like a Sagittarius reading, and I come across as a raving lunatic, like because of the stuff I was channeling. And yeah, I just I want to stay away from the energy at the moment here. So we're just going to get on with your reading, Scorpio. We're going to do a few different cards. This is completely different than your messages that will come out that over on Patreon there for your weekly that can be found below. These are just other messages that may be of concern. Stern, Pucci, Paula, or Pisces. You could have Pisces in your chart. Let's see anyway. Scorpio. Any messages that you want Scorpio to hear? Scorpio. So bad reputation. This came up in another reading. You'll have to look for that because I think that was the icon out of all of these cards, and it's the same card that came out. Bad reputation. Somebody's getting a bad rep just by their work environment or stuff like that, and like, I don't know, people seeing that this person may have a bad reputation as a bad boy, maybe something like that. Bad. I'm also hearing Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, or anybody beginning with MJ, like MJ, M and J, Melgy, Meldu, Melanie. Anyway, let's see. Scorpio. Don't forget you can watch this as an Aries, a Scorpio, or Life Path 4 if you follow me in numerology and you understand what that is. If you don't, it's over on the gold tier. Let's see. Scorpio. Any messages for Scorpio? So you've got Groupie. So it might be someone around where you're working, like a fan, maybe. This is Snoop Dogg. Snooping into someone's business. I don't know. There might be someone that takes a lot of Snapchats or stuff like that. Snapchat or Instagram. I'm also hearing Instagram, Snapchat, photographs, changing photographs. But I'm hearing like this person, Groupie, might be someone around where someone's working, like your work environment, and they're like a fan. So that would be of a fan of someone that's in the public eye or in the multimedia energy here, multimedia. This person might have a bad reputation or getting a bad reputation around like people's working environments here. Because I do keep picking up like it's a fan of someone's, okay? Because that would definitely be like in the public eye, okay? Someone that's in the public eye. And they have like, I don't know, this can be anybody that you watch on multimedia here. Let's see, Scorpio, or they do, or you do, as long as you don't do voodoo. Let's see, they do what you do. This person's also into spiritual stuff. They also do the same kind of thing, or Steve, but they also do the same kind of thing as what you do, is what they're saying. So whatever that's going to relate to around work or something like that. And there are other Steves. Sorry, when I say thing, there are multiple other Steves. But like, there's this energy that this person does the same kind of thing as what you do as well here. But there's some kind of like bad reputation that a person might have. Let's see. Scorpio. Any other messages for Scorpio, please? So you got rejected. Ooh, Okay, so the stamp of approval. So if you're kind of like doing anything around where you're working and you're hoping to get approved, okay, it's feel like that there might be a CV or a CC or a CV or V Stevie. Like, I've put out a CV for a job and it got rejected here. It might also be turned down by a person as well. That can be like within a love life, and that a person's rejected someone and said no because of your bad reputation here. I don't know if that's in your love life or your work energy here, Scorpio. But we will find out when we clarify them. Let's see. Scorpio this week, please. Scorpio, what? Any messages for Scorpio? Sorry. Any messages for Scorpio, please? Any messages for Scorpio? This is also like a stamp of approval into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, positive. So you got like a mixed energy, really. Mixed feelings and emotions. I'm also hearing mixing and mastering, something to do with around music, like I do for Angel Radio music. Mixing, mastering, you know, all that sort of stuff here. A master of none, so the none, but I can't pick up anybody's a master at anything. Like, I don't like people that call themselves masters, unless your name's Masterson or Mason or M, but I don't think anybody's ever a master at anything at all. Like, to call yourself a master, you know, here, but I don't know where that's coming from, a master. It's probably that person that actually is spiritual person that calls himself a master and walks around with like a cape and cloak on and God knows what else and a turban and whatnot and says that he's a master. Don't like that person here. I think it's a fraud, but never mind. I just don't. You know, for you guys that follow that spiritual mush that says he's a master and people call him master and whatnot, and he does. Always talks about law of attraction constantly all the time and God knows what else. I think he's fraud, me. But never mind. Anyway, so into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, positive. But there's this energy of where you may have put in for like a pay rise or a movement or like some kind of building contract or something like that, or a contract, and it was rejected. Because I'm picking these two energies up, like someone's into a person here and they've got good chemistry, great vibes, and they're very positive. So this may not have anything to do with around your love life, but this reading is going to be completely different. Like your whole weekly reading, if you're interested in love and work, that's over on Patreon. That's completely different than what this reading is about here. Okay, so Scorpio. What has Scorpio got coming up, please? Scorpio. If you're coming from the Sag reading, I do apologise for whatever was being channeled through that reading. I've got no idea, but I was picking up a lot of hostile energy here. Well, in that reading, trying to kind of bypass the... because I can feel it kind of coming here. Something's about to happen. Any messages for Scorpio? Scorpio. Moving on. Thank you. Next. Here. So I don't know. Someone could have a bad reputation and they're kind of like, no, thank you, but no thank you. Okay. And next. So it's a little bit like swipe right, swipe left, swipe right energy here. Might be something to do around a left-right energy that would mean Libra, possible placement. Any other messages, please, here for Scorpio, and then we're going to clarify them. For Scorpio, any other messages? So you got screenshots. This actually came up around another reading. Same two cards, this one and this one. And it was to do with around multimedia, getting evidence and proof and facts. Felix, I don't know, someone that's catfishing. But like screenshots, taking a lot of photographs of my phone and evidence, photographic evidence, stuff like that. I'm also hearing the relativity, relatives, something to do around your relatives, mother or father, getting screenshots of something. Might be around your children, like say if you've got young kids or something and they're on their phone and you're trying to get proof of where they've been when they're on their phone. Like, can you have access to their phone here? Or some of you are paranoid and believe this person has access to your phone or emails and you think it's the other person that's doing it here. I don't know. This can also be where people go on multimedia and they start deleting their comments and stuff like that because of, I don't know, paranoia or something that could actually be going on. So let's clarify and see what this is for you, Scorpio. So what is this bad reputation here for? Bad reputation. Bad reputation. What is the bad reputation here? It's around a Libra possible here, or a medium. This could be coming up what happened in the Sagittarian reading here. Judgment. So judging people on a bad reputation of multimedia. This is all multimedia based. This is spiritual based stuff. It's also gaining a bad reputation. This is where people start having their say against other people and whispering and going around to other channels and telling them. And this is hysteria. It's people in the comment sections that of your multimedia, they look in their comments and stuff like that and look at other people's comments maybe, and they spy and do detective work on other people's comments and stuff like that, and then they build their own judgment and then they judge people, because this is like a Libra energy. So like, I'm judging you on what I've seen, and it's not what I like because I've seen it. Like, I haven't made myself known, I'm just looking, okay, and then building my own case. So it might be around someone that's going to take someone to court maybe, and I'm building my own case of a person that has a bad reputation, but they need proof actually. Judgment is also needing more proof and more evidence here. So it can be spying, like judgment can also be spying on multimedia, like looking at people's public profiles, accounts, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, screenshots, you know, of your phone, so on and so forth, maybe. Tell me more about judgment. What is judgment here for Scorpio? Six of Wands. So, I don't know. Someone's basically, like I said, they're getting attention by someone, but someone else doesn't like the fact that someone else gets attention. So I don't know whether this person's taken or not here. But like I said, it's a bad reputation because someone else is getting more attention than the other person here. And it's online also. Online. Like getting attention. Or an attention seeker. I don't know. I mean, is it wanted or not wanted? Let's see. By you or by the other person. What's the groupie energy here for? Groupie. What's the groupie? A life path 7. A Cancerian person within their chart. Someone that has a flash car. Someone that, you know, has like a lot of money, or someone that can afford a really nice car. They can afford to go wherever they like. It could also be paparazzi. That was when I said Lady Gaga. That was actually called, I said, what's that song called by Lady Gaga? I think it was called Paparazzi, right? Here. I don't know. Just kind of like in the public eye, basically. Someone that can afford something. It might be by a Cancerian or a life path 7. What's the Chariot for? The Chariot. A person that's very curious. Like I said, this person's a groupie, and they're watching this person get attention maybe from other people, or seeking attention from someone else, or getting attention. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know if it's giving someone a bad reputation or they have a bad reputation here. And then it's a groupie of someone that's watching, like looking out for someone here, or spying on someone here, or impressing someone, like someone's trying to impress the person or something like that, and there's like this watching this person feeling like I'm impressed, but I don't know because of the bad reputation that I may or may not get or have, because it would also be in the public eye, so it would be wanting to keep it out of the public eye and not, like, I don't want to be in the public eye. I don't want. This is pretty much what I discovered about my my life. I've decided to keep whatever goes on in my life private. I kind of learnt that lesson here, and it's kind of like that. Like, you know, whatever goes on in my life, I keep it private here, because I've had a lot of controversy of loads of people throwing a load of different shade at me at loads of different times about my life that's on multimedia, and they try to have their say about what goes on multimedia. So I decided to keep it out of the public eye here, of anything that kind of really goes on in my life, because people cast judgment, you see. Loads of different people cast judgment and God knows what else. So it could be something around that, like it could be someone's got a secret admirer, like a secret admirer, here. What is rejected? What's rejected here for? Rejected for Scorpio. So it could be a new person. You could have two people, and one person gets rejected and the other person gets accepted. Like, or they are already with someone and one person gets rejected. This is an idea that I have. It's kind of like, okay, I need to pitch this idea to someone, and as soon as I tell this person the idea, I get rejected here. Feeling rejected or feeling let down here because a person says no. But it, like I said, a Page of Pentacles can also be like, I have a financial idea, like, you know, I've got this financial idea and it might be lucrative and I've just pitched it to someone, but they said, no, I don't think that is a very good idea. Yeah. But, you know, you don't need to clarify that by a tarot reader, by the way. You know, if you have an idea, just do it. Like, there's nothing saying that a tarot reader needs to tell you that an idea is good. I mean, I think I've said this maybe to a few people in the past where they've asked about their spiritual path and they've said, what do I do about my spiritual calling? And I'm like, well, there's really not a lot that you can do with a spiritual side to yourself. You know, you can either, well, there's loads of things you can do, really, that's spiritual. You can be a tarot card reader, but you've got a lot of competition out there if it's based on YouTube. Okay, so you have to start from ground zero, and it takes many, 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 many years of work and practice and dedication to give up all of your time to put it into that. You know, that's what every tarot reader did. You know, when I'm talking about tarot again, why am I doing that? Is it come from a sad reading? I don't know. But anybody looking for advice, you know, like, you know, if you was to, you know, band members, when they play a band in a band, right? You would never be in a band. You'd need to be really good at guitar, right? You would need to be really, 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 really good at guitar. So people like Jimi Hendrix and all that back in there, okay, they didn't go out, you know, they didn't go out when everybody was going down the beach and getting stoned and pissed off their nut and God knows what else. And those people were staying in and practicing over and over and over and over and over and over again. They were practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing. Now, practice makes perfect, okay, but you always you strive to do more by doing it. So sometimes you get people think, okay, well, I've got a really good idea, but I'm not going to do it. Okay, I just think that I've got a good idea, but nah, it's too much work involved in that because I know that I have to sacrifice loads of things that go on in my life. I have to sacrifice it to be able to do that. So if you've got a very social life, you have to give up on your friends, unfortunately, because if your friends ask you to go out and you've got a project that you're practicing, you have to give that up, unfortunately. That's, you know, that's the way it works. Even with like music and stuff, if you want to become really good at stuff, you have to sacrifice time in your life and other things that take priority in order to be able to do it. Now, if you've got children and they take up the majority of your time, being able to do anything spiritual is very difficult because your children will take up the majority of your time here. Okay, so there's this idea that someone has, but they may not be going ahead on it. So tell me what this Page of Pentacles is for. By the way, these are different messages than normal, okay? What's that? Black is the new normal or something. The new normal? Is that on Norman or Normington? What's that? Something, it's a TV show, I think it is. The new normal? Page of Pentacles. I've got no idea what that is, but I heard that energy. So you've got a lot of possibilities here if you're single. there's this energy here, but there's this probably worried about being rejected. Like, if I offer this cup, will I be rejected or not? Okay. Because it feels like that my offer got rejected in the past, and I don't know if I can make another offer to this person because I was rejected in the past. Like, I asked this person out, and they rejected me, and because they did reject me now, I don't know if I can actually ever ask them out again, because in the past I was rejected by the person. So I can't really say anything now, because I asked them once, and they rejected me, and if they said no, they probably meant it. Okay, can be that kind of energy here. Into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, positivity. What's that revolving here? 9. Possible Virgo, life path 9 energy. Great vibration, healthy, looking at my health, feeling good, feeling motivated. What is the 9 of Pentacles? So it could be someone that's single here, someone that actually is single, but they're trying to make this decision about certain things that are going on, about ideas of work. These can also be client-based typed energies here. What's this moving on? Thank you, next. Moving on. Who's that? 7 of Pentacles. Well, that's not moving on. That's actually waiting. So that could be like in denial, like I'm in denial. Next, thank you, I'm waiting for someone else. Oh, it might be where someone gets rejected because they're waiting for a karmic energy of someone that they can never be with, and they give up on their future for people that they can't be with, you know. Some people do that. No, I've got a twin. I have to wait for my twin to come back, and I'm going to give up on all my new opportunities for past people. Don't do that, for God's sake. So there's this energy of moving on, but the 7 of Pentacles means that I'm not moving on. I'm actually waiting. But so it must mean that I'm sorry, but I'm waiting for someone else. So I have to say no because I'm with or waiting for someone else. What is this 7 of Pentacles? 7 of Pentacles is a 4, Scorpio or Aries. Someone's trying to move on, but they are still actually waiting for someone to come along. It might be where someone's single here and they're kind of like, nah, I'm kind of really looking for someone that's a bad boy. Or like I'm waiting for someone that that can offer me what I want here. You know, as soon as an offer comes in of someone that feels right, if it feels right, then I'll go with that energy here. What's the screenshots? Why do they have screenshots? Well, that might be from a friend or a person doing some detective work here. Screenshots might be a life path 7, a Cancerian involved. Could be your children here. Getting photographic evidence. Could be from a past ex-partner. Like you was with someone from the past and you're still going through all of that business here. Which means that you would be somehow communicating with an ex here. For a lot of you. Getting evidence and proof and facts from an ex. But why would you still be going on about that if they're an ex? Or why would this person? Because they say they moved on, but they're not. They're still waiting for this person to come back. It's kind of like, I'm sorry, I'm giving up on all of my life because I'm waiting for a specific person to come back into my life. Like, I want my actual ex to come back here. And that's the person that I'm actually waiting for. Is for my ex to just come back. So I'm giving up on opportunities in life because I want a specific person to come back into my life. So I'm giving up on all new opportunities for my ex energy here. Yeah, well, that's the messages that I've got for you, Scorpio. I don't know how that's relating to you. If it does, I don't know, but we've got different cards here that also represent different things. But yeah, so if you would like your weekly reading that is in depth, so it's a full table spread, all clarified for your love life and also whatever goes on throughout your whole week. Can also be like a 2-week period because it's a full table spread full of cards there that are clarified. You will find that on the link provided below, and you will either need the silver tier or the gold tier. The gold tier holds all the teaching stuff as well as the monthlies and weeklies, but there are only a certain amount of, there's like 2 months worth, I think, or a month's worth of monthlies and weeklies that are on the gold tier at the moment, because it was a new tier that I opened. The silver tier is where all the back catalogue of old readings are, if you're interested in watching old readings. But it'll be either the silver or gold, but the gold tier is new, so it's being up, you know. You get the weeklies and the monthlies and all the teaching, but it was only open a month ago. So I could only put a month worth of readings over there, but it will build up over time. But if you're wanting to watch old back catalogue readings of like 3 or 4 or 5 months ago or a year or two ago, you'll need the silver tier there, okay? If you're interested in all the new current stuff and you want the teaching stuff, then probably the gold tier will be the better option. But you've got a month or so's worth of readings there. Okay, y'all get it? But anyway, the links are provided below for anything that you may need. Thanks very much, Scorpio. I really appreciate it, guys, and I'll see you soon.